Hi, Cancer. So, Pisces season for you is both healing and revealing, like it is for all of us. But for you, being a fellow water sign, and for you that wants to go in a direction, Pisces is mutable. So it's like far and wide and switches directions more often. So as uncomfortable as it can be, like last month we talked about slow and steady, or 2 months ago, what was that? We were talking about the slow and steady right now, and it's interesting because the Hanged Man seems to be a thread right now with a couple signs too. When you allow yourself to sit with the season and be amongst fellow water and use the unimaginable to become imaginable, there's a lot you can sift through. There's definitely stuff getting done, but there's a lot you can sift through in terms of from Hanged Man to Page of Pentacles, in terms of really saying things and producing things in a way that is so insightful, because it can be so easy to get caught up in a lot of the toxicity that's coming out of us right now, and that has been very prevalent. You innately want to help people and take on their issues, and Pisces are very similar. A few signs are similar in that way. We all do it differently, right? So there's a huge chance for you to replenish right now. And it's whatever insights are coming through, whatever you feel maybe even stuck about, you're not stuck. There's some acknowledgement that you have to do within yourself in order to really fulfill the cup for a fulfilling life. There's still things that are coming through you, coming out of you, and it's really important, Page of Pentacles, to not say anything as if you're completely matured yet. It can be easy to get swept up right now. And it's possible that this past Virgo full moon has been really insightful for you about where you don't give to yourself, where you need to, what's stopping you. Another fellow water sign, Scorpio. What parts of you need to change in order to have what you want? What parts of you? Here you are. Parts of the way you work. In this point of view, the way I see things, what's being shown to me. Here you are, and what you need is rest to make the next decision that you want to make. Because the next decision, you, Chariot, life purpose, and you need your body well rested to know what's coming next, to make the decision of how you want to move next. because you seem to be weighing something out and you just don't have the proper knowledge right now to make and say what you need to say. The question for you is, how do I do what I want to do, or what it is that you're doing? And how is it giving me what I need in return? Or how am I giving myself what I need in return to do what it is that what I want to do, your purpose, to do what you want to do? Well, you need rest to make this decision, because I really do feel like there's a big decision you have to make. And the decision has to do with this part of you that gets stuck. So starting with the Hangman, ending with the Eight of Swords. So if you don't, and you just go without taking that contemplative time that we've been talking about. So it seems like I keep having the same discussion with you similarly, but it's okay. Like, awareness is what it is. It's possible that you just need a reminder right now that all the things that are washing through us during this season, washing through you during this season, whatever you can allow yourself to release, like relationships, old ways of doing things, really ending these cycles, allow it to go. Give itself the reverence that it needs. What do you need to say to yourself? Who can reflect this for you? Who can help you with this if you do need help? But it seems like it's a very alone time kind of motion until you're ready to say. There's not a lot of speaking. It's about how you're internally speaking to yourself, how you're internally doing things. The Death card. This is a huge rebirth that can give you so much in the future. But you need rest. Your body needs rest. Your mind needs rest to let all of this stuff come out. Don't let it out on anyone else, because that's not going to be helpful. And if you do, just know that there's always consequences and repercussions. So if the choice is between rest or thinking you're going somewhere but you're not actually going anywhere, it's like the waters that are trying to break through the rock and it's just not the right time. You ever do something, sit down and do something, and it's just not, you keep getting in, there's a blockage after blockage after blockage after blockage. And some days you have the stamina to do that. But now where we're entering now is a very, we've been hearing a lot, but truly a feminine time. It takes time. The surrender, the allowance of the time. I believe patience is an energy you tap into, and when you have patience, things actually end up moving quicker, healing quicker. But what is patience, and how do you tap into it? If you allow yourself the power to tap into patience right now, you'll be shocked at where you'll be by your season or by the end of the year in terms of whatever you're setting out to do right now. You're gaining a lot of insight to give yourself that. And there could be a Scorpio in your life that shows you what's important. And it's important maybe that's a person that you need to reflect with. But if the choice is between healthy movement, nourishing movement, movement that works without force, or forcing yourself to move, but it only brings you back to being stuck again. That cycle wants to end, and you need to allow it to if you want this to continue. And you may be doing something you've been doing for a long time, but it's about to look different. Everything's changing. We're in this huge change, and you're not a sign that doesn't know change. You know change well, but you only know it from the way you do it. It's time to learn what we talked about last month. There's there's something that you're learning, and now is the time to process it. Now is the time to allow the past to go. Now is the time to have that ritual around this mysterious new way of going. Because you can get a lot done, but you need to receive rest, similar thing. Bottom of the deck is Aries. And then we have the Three of Swords, Ace of Wands, which is for you, that is magic. That is your magic. By Aries season, you'll understand it and you'll have a breakthrough. As long as you choose wisely. Choose what you say wisely, to who you say it to. It's a very internal month for you. I suggest you see what Pisces season and see what actually every season has been building upon for you. Because by Aries season, it's going to want to come out of you even more. There's a evolution in your emotional intelligence that's happening right now. And it might frustrate you because it's not the way maybe you want it to be or what it was before. And whatever's evolving now through you needs you to take a step back. In yoga, there's layers of the body, different energetical layers. There's a witness body that we all have. This is a time for you to be in your witness body to see. That is doing. In other talks of life, we talk about the days of leisure, the rest days. In artistry, we need to play and rest in any way that we can so that we're not constantly thinking and trying to think and come up with. The beauty of you is that things come through and out of you. And if you're focusing on that, there's no space for it to come through. So give it space. Do what's needed, no extra this month. So do what's needed, no extra. It's a Virgo thing. Virgos sometimes are extra. I'm not saying that they're always like that, but with a Virgo who knows what's needed, no extra. This is very cool. Very, very cool. Choose to rest because that'll actually move things a lot farther and quicker. But it'll also make you stronger and your current stronger. Okay, Cancer. Information to work with me below and more to come. Lots going on, lots changes in my life. So things will always come out in perfect timing and divine timing. We'll look at the second part. I love you. Have a great rest of your month. And yeah. Hi, Cancer. Okay, so already I'm getting clarification of this. Virgo full moon might have showed you where you're falling short with filling your cup, where you're falling short with not taking care of everything and allowing the overflow to happen. Or it gave you that solid advice that Virgos do. Or there is a Virgo in your life that is maybe there's a Virgo in your life that has solid offering for you, and it's up to you to take it and use it as a way to keep this rebirth and structure that you're building and that magic that we've talked about going. What Virgos understand is work. They work, but they're learning to sit back. They learned to sit back when it was unnecessary. They learned that there's no point in working if you're just going to be frustrated and not actually helpful, because it's about energy too. So when you through this time, it's time to rest too, because it's really going to help you make the decision you need to make. I keep emphasizing this because the Two of Pentacles is very clear. There's a decision you have to make. Maybe even based off of what this Virgo or Virgo moon has told you. If you're someone like me, the moon's actually, like, the energy, the moon, and then all the planets really, but the moon speaks to me. So it speaks to us through how we have learned to communicate with the universe. So sometimes some of us have learned to only learn the hard way. Maybe you don't have to anymore, which means rest for that decision that you want to make. Rest or exhaustion, feel exhausted, tired, and trapped. In your own mind, feelings, everything. As the crab, I understand. But that's going backwards. This is going forwards. Aries season is adamant. Aries is about I am. The Emperor is about the self. This is about taking care of yourself and your empire and your surroundings, whatever that means to you. So it could be your home life that trickles into your work life. It's all connected, but what needs the attention? And maybe your home life is your home, your body, what your body's trying to tell you. So pay attention. It's the most intuitive part of you. When you listen to your body, you can hear your emotions more clearly and what they're actually trying to say. Scorpios go to the depth of it to understand themselves, the Death card. So there also could be a Scorpio in your life that really has done what you need right now. I really think this is if you really want the rebirth and everything to continue to flow in a prosperous manner, in this beautiful way. Listen to trusted ones. It could be someone younger than you too. That Virgo could be younger than you. This contemplation, this understanding comes from when you allow it to come. That play, that rest. Whatever it is, whatever allows you to rest. I don't actually mean go lay on the couch. I do think that's important. But I do mean like whatever and wherever and whatever you and however you find yourself being able to rest and just be in the moment. It's amazing. And it's insightful. You might want to watch the Virgo reading too. Seems like everyone's getting insight from Virgo this month. And Aries season will be very powerful. It will prove to be very powerful. All right, Cancer. Information to work with me is below. More to come. And I love you, and I'll see you next month. Take care of yourself.